Hey guys! Today I figured we could try something new together. How does some reaction content sound? Miu picked out the video, and I haven't exactly watched it yet. But I'm open to new things.
What? You haven't even watched it yet? If Maki comes back home and there is, explicit imagery on my TV, she'll kill me. It's Maki roll, so it could be the end of me. Don't do anything stupid.
If I had my way, I would have put some explicit... Why do I have to hide it? If we reacted to porn together, it would be hilarious and amusing. But alas, we can't get all we want. I decided to start off with some My Story animated with you guys. I didn't watch the video either. I wanted to go into it fresh.
I checked out their other videos, and they aren't that bad. I'm willing to try this out. You ready, Kaito?
You broke into my house and put the damn thing on my TV. I would kick your ass, but I can't get out of bed because of my broken leg. Just sit down and shut up and we'll get this over with and we can all go home.
I agree. Your apartment smells like moldy teeth. I didn't know you were British.
Screw you, Miu.
My head was pounding as I slowly woke up.
She's awake!
Your Highness, you're awake! Huh? Your Highness? What was happening? Hey there, I'm Bella, and I'm about to take you through a whirlwind of royal troubles. Ready for some royal chaos?
If I wanted to watch some royal chaos, why couldn't we just react to the newest season of The Crown?
Kaito, you're not fighting back against that insult that well. Anyway, The Crown is just endless bickering and old people dying every other episode. I can't believe the British people's tax money is just funding limitless scandals and stupidity. Half of the family members are just pedophiles, abusers, or what Kokichi is familiar with, toxic liars. Anyway,
Hit that like button and
let's move
subscribe.
on.
Right after waking up, the doctor came in checking on me and asking a bunch of questions.
You've had an accident. You've been out for 3 weeks. Do you remember your name? Can you name an animal that starts with E?
Good news, I knew my name and my family's names. Bad news, I couldn't remember anything about my life.
Huh? That really rings a bell.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Yeah, toilet paper goddess. Sure.
And here's the shocker. The doctor said I might never get my memories back. I was super confused when my family came rushing in. My sister Aurora, just a year younger than me and a huge gossip, tried to update me on all the royal news, but my mom stopped her. Let her be. She just woke up. But Mom, she'll want to know everything. Right, Bella?
Aurora, that's enough!
That's my dad, the king.
He's more handsome than our current king. This guy could abdicate the throne, and he could spend the rest of his life modeling, and he'll be the richest man on earth. I'd check him out.
He is literally an animated drawing, Miu. Who would fall in love with lines on paper, or a design, or a computer?
Yeah, I totally can't relate.
Bella, you gave us a fright. No more football for you.
You need to rest now, Bella. I was surprised my parents didn't hug me or kiss my forehead. I mean, I just woke up from a coma. Later, Aurora snuck back in and started telling me about my life, which sounded pretty awesome. You're a star athlete, you have a boyfriend named Vincent. A boyfriend? Where is he? And you're a total rebel. You never listen to Mom and Dad. A rebel? But why? Because they want you to marry some prince. But you're in love with Vincent. Why? Don't they like my boyfriend? He's not a prince. You went on 2 dates with him and you were really into him. Your phone was broken in the accident, so you can't check your messages. You two were like lovebirds. Cool. Is he rich?
Oh, geez. It sounds to me that she wasn't obsessed with this guy, but the package that he has with him. And no, I'm not talking about what's under his clothes. I'm talking about the sea of money bags this guy probably has. How did she get knocked out? A golden anvil fell on her face or what?
Once a gold digger, always a gold digger.
At least Kaito can say Maki isn't with him for his money because he has none. And Miu, there is no such thing as a golden anvil. Not even in Minecraft. Is your brain as hard as stone today? Or what?
Go to hell, Kokichi!
Yeah, a lot. His dad is a big businessman, but Mom and Dad want a prince for you. To be honest, they're pretty happy you got amnesia. They hope you'll stop biting them. Thanks for the heads up, love. I owe you. As I tried to pick up the pieces of my life over the weeks, my only friend was Aurora, who kept
When did
telling
she
me
turn into
little
Monica
bits of my
from
life
Doki
before
Doki Literature
amnesia.
Club?
One day, Mom and Dad insisted that we do a press release. Ugh, do we have to?
The future queen should certainly do that.
I wonder what kind of queen I'll be. Is it a constitutional monarchy or an absolute monarchy? Either way, I'd make sure I'd put my best foot forward. Besides, I'd give them a lot to see. It would be OnlyFans, but I'd be advertised both on the front page and all over the news. It would be a dream come true.
Okay, Miu. If I were to knock you out and you woke up as a future queen by then, you'd have saggy melons and a wrinkly body. These monarchs stay in power until they die. And if you became queen and showed your body off to the kingdom, I'd leave right away. I'd be like off with your head.
Oh God, don't get sick thoughts in my head. I'm already injured. Don't fucking get these insane thoughts in my head. I want to get better already.
Wow, you need to chill out. These meltdowns won't do you any good, bozo.
It certainly is not in that outfit. Here, dress like a princess. Hey, I never got a press conference after I broke my leg last year. Aurora, please be quiet now. Not everything is about you. Guards, come take her outside. I was shocked how they talked to her, and she kept screaming while the guards dragged her away.
Okay, now that is what I'd like to see. I wish I could hire some guards of my own and get them to throw Kokichi out of my lab when he throws a hissy fit like that. That would be a dream come true.
When do I even go to your lab to begin with? I'd rather be kidnapped in Area 51 than go to your lab. It's probably a big dump to begin with, if you don't even know how to shower or put on deodorant. How do I know your lab isn't a toxic plant?
I'd love to do a press conference on my broken leg, but I wouldn't know what to say. And Kokichi, I've been to Miu's lab before. I'd suggest you go blindfolded because some of the things I saw there, well, let's just say she has different kinds of machines down there. Ha!
You never know what to say, and I guess you had to learn the hard way. You won't live life on a golden throne or pedestal like this girl. Hey, at least you aren't a gold digger like our protagonist.
Then Mom dumped a super frilly pink outfit on me. Just
Now
5
that's
minutes
just
later,
original.
Aurora sent me an SOS message. They're about to announce your wedding.
As much as I want a family, I don't want to do it like this. Who do you think I am? The daughter of King Henry VIII? I'm not a goddamn tool.
Don't worry, I'm sure their prince wasn't too happy about it either. Womp womp.
As if this outfit wasn't bad enough, now they planned this? I was livid. So, during the announcement, I demanded to speak.
Wonderful! Let's hear from our future queen!
But they didn't expect what came next. Ever heard that chickens have impressive memories? Maybe if I were from a royal chicken lineage, I'd remember more. Dad was livid and grounded me for a week, despite my illness.
Sick or not, a future queen cannot act this way!
Hey, Miu about those comments. You know the ones about this guy getting rich off of OnlyFans? After that sight, I may be scared to even hop on the internet again after seeing Lizard Man over here.
I know you're scared of almost anything that doesn't have kawaii smiles on their faces, but chin up, Kaito. You might find tons of monsters in the great unknown that is space. This is just training, buddy.
You're not doing me any favors.
That night, I was chatting with Aurora when my parents suddenly came in, followed by 3 daughters who looked pretty intimidating, more like butchers than medical professionals. Aurora, leave, now. Why? What are you planning to do to her? Then, Mom signaled a bodyguard, and he dragged Aurora away as she shouted, "Don't listen to them!" One doctor opened his case, revealing a long, frightening needle. I screamed until everything went dark. My parents were unbelievable.
Oh boy. Yeah. It looks like this girl woke up in a madhouse. This is the Crown on steroids, and the guards are stronger than the Incredible Hulk and Michael Jordan put together. Don't get me started on those doctors. Maybe Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was right about these people.
Damn right. I'd try to break out, but who knows? Maybe they actually have superpowers and they'll fly out and capture you. We don't know a thing about these whack jobs, so who knows what's up their sleeves?
I'm thinking that they'll get rid of this Aurora girl. It's very predictable, because if they get rid of her, it'll cause the protagonist to go crazy. It's a common plot device. I'm God and I see everything. Just you wait.
But thank God I had Aurora. Over the weeks, Aurora filled me in on my life before college started. She gave me my diary too, reading that I was super anxious to see my boyfriend. A week later, I was finally ready to go back to—
I'm sorry, but why would you go to college if you're going to be the queen someday? If I were to do any job or career as a future queen, I would promote different causes and passions I cared about, not wasting my time with some lowlives and perverts. They don't deserve my time or attention, so I'd just spend my time elsewhere. No letter grade is going to change my future anyway.
The only reason why you are saying that is because even with the most expensive and skilled tutors, you still wouldn't be able to even learn your ABCs or your 1, 2, 3s. And whatever these causes are, would get you banned off of any social platform. Don't get overhyped or optimistic you are going nowhere.
It's better than being stuck in that madhouse. If you were that girl, I'd say you should at least go so you'd be able to breathe.
Well, anyone around me would totally be breathless, so don't test me, Kaito. It's for their safety.
What the fuck?
College. It was a crazy fancy place where only kids from royal and super rich families study. As Aurora and I walked in, flanked by a mini army of security guards, I spotted him, Vincent, my boyfriend. He stood there with a bouquet of roses and gave me a warm, inviting smile. Aurora winked at me and walked away. My heart was racing. I felt like I was back in my teenage years. Vincent came over, looking at me with so much affection.
Can I hug you?
I couldn't help but smile and nod. As he hugged me, he said,
You look beautiful, Bella. I've missed you a lot. It felt like I was seeing your face everywhere.
We chatted for a while, and he was so polite and respectful. Vincent spent the day introducing me to people, helping me remember who was who from before I lost my memory. I met a few friends, which felt a bit strange, but having Vincent there made things feel more comfortable. Later on, he mentioned that he and my friends planned a party to help jog my memory. That might be too much for me.
I get it. How about you try the party, and if it feels overwhelming, we can leave and spend the rest of the night just the two of us.
Oh boy, I think we all know what the alternative is. Frankly, since he is going above and beyond right now, there may not be much left under the covers, if you know what I mean.
Oh God, if you're gonna get into that kind of discussion, just keep it PG-13. If I have to throw up, I can't get out of bed, so don't try me.
This is Miu Iruma. There is no way she can...
They'll be grinding their gears together, creating a symphony with the instruments of their bodies. They will be sharing their garden. Or should I say, exploring the galaxy they created together. See, I can even make them up on the spot for virgins like yourself, silly.
That's just great. Very great. But Kaito, how are you peeing and pooping if you can't get out of bed? And what's that smell?
I don't want to talk about it.
His idea sounded good, so I agreed. That evening, my parents said the doctors were coming again, so I was
doctors
even
are going to
more
blab
eager to
on you,
head out to the
stupid.
party. Vincent texted, saying he was waiting outside, but how could I sneak past the guards in a fancy dress and heels? I grabbed my heels in one hand and my purse in the other, then quietly climbed out of the window and tumbled into the bush.
This reminds me of the one scene in Rambo where he falls through the trees, and he doesn't take any fall damage. But you may end up with a few cuts. So, good luck with that.
This isn't Minecraft, Kaito. This girl isn't a blocky figure. Gravity is a thing here. Or at least in real life, this is still an animation. Ugh, you don't even play Minecraft, you can zip it, dumbass.
Luckily, the security wasn't too tight,
No
so I
way.
managed
Who
to
hired
avoid
Joe
them and
Biden
got
over
to
here?
Vincent's car.
Maybe
The
that
party
is
was
him at
okay,
those
but after
dads,
just an
huh?
hour, I started feeling a sharp pain in my body. Vincent quickly called his driver to take me home, and he even paid him extra to keep quiet about it. As I sneaked through the garden to my room, I heard footsteps behind me and felt a bit scared. Come out, or I'll whoop your butt. Then, I accidentally bumped into someone, and without thinking, I flipped them over. Who are you?
Man who hired Mulan from well? Mulan over here?
You don't even sound confident in your own jokes. Think before you speak.
Ugh, yes, ma'am.
That sounds better. See? Just like that. Carry on now.
I'm Dylan, the gardener.
I helped him up. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'll survive.
He gave me a wink that made me blush. Girl, you have a boyfriend. Stay focused. Can I ask you something? Do you know what I was like before?
Not really. I'm new in this job, but you kept to yourself. Seemed a bit snobby and arrogant.
Oh, wow. Thanks for being honest. Before he could say any more, Aurora rushed over and pulled me away. What are you doing talking to him? He's just a gardener.
Talk
Next
about
morning,
arrogant.
My parents were really mad at me. Turns out, Dylan...
Oh, what the hell is wrong with this lady? It looks like she is about to jump at the screen like one of those Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. Chill your jets, Grandma.
Yikes. Don't remind me, Mew. After the first time I played that game, I had nightmares for a week. Please don't make me think of old ladies as creepy animatronic animals.
You're a pussy. If you go to space one day, you'll probably be booted off the ship. Let's get this jump scare over with.
God damn it!
The gardener told on me. So, Aurora said we should keep things quiet for a while until things calmed down. One night, feeling really upset, I snuck out and climbed a tree in the garden. I just needed to think. Then I heard a voice.
Why is a pretty princess like you up in a tree?
Oh, it's the snitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I come up? I've got something to say.
Sure, why not? Dylan tried to climb up, but he wasn't very good at it. When he finally got up, he was all messy.
Ha 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 ha! That's literally the definition of being beat by a girl. What a freaking loser. He might as well chainsaw his
He put up a good fight, and he got there eventually. Give him credit, Miu. And when was this a competition? You lost to Maki and Risk. You lost to everyone, including freaking Himiko. And you think Harvest Moon is a game to just roast the NPCs? This guy is the New England Patriots compared to your Cleveland Browns. Sorry to any Browns fans out there, I got this information off Google.
You're the one making this a competition. Let's see what Gardener Kokichi has to say.
For a cute guy, you're not very sporty.
So, you think I'm cute? That's good to know. Now what's bothering you?
Honestly, I didn't expect to spill my guts to the gardener, but I guess I just need someone to listen. And you seem genuine, so here it goes. I ended up telling Dylan everything. It was so easy to talk to him.
Man, that sucks.
That's all you've got? You're not great at giving advice.
Can't argue with that. But hey, I stole a chocolate bar from the kitchen today. You want some?
Sure, why not? I ended up staying with Dylan until sunrise. For the next few weeks, I hung out with Dylan whenever I could, and it was great, but I felt guilty. Vincent was a nice guy, and I didn't hate spending time with him either.
Slot alert!
And you tell me what to think before I say something. What the hell was that?
I thought about it. And if I have to explain it to you, she is seeing multiple men at once. Unless she wants to do some kind of psycho-poly relationship, that is what she is. A slut! It's a done deal.
But as time went on, I started to prefer Dylan's company over Vincent's. It puzzled me why I'd rather spend time with Dylan. Maybe my amnesia and the medicines were really messing with my feelings. Then one evening, I found Vincent in my room unexpectedly. Vincent, what are you doing here?
You've been acting distant. Is something wrong?
I didn't know what to say. How about I show you around the palace?
I was hoping for a different answer, but okay. Let's spend time together.
He kept asking why I was acting different. I dodged his questions, but he persisted. Then we reached the royal jewelry room.
If you need space, just say so.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't dump him in the jewelry room. Again, I don't want to spoil you guys, but he's probably going to take something if she says the wrong thing. It would be best if you kept him a mile away from there.
Did you seriously watch the video ahead of us? You're a douchebag.
I didn't. I'm just God, and I don't have to spoil you the video because I know what's going to happen. I could be wrong, but if I was, I could change reality. So, in a way, I guess I did. Whoops. My bad.
If my leg was in good shape, I would have kicked your ass out of my house. But you may have to wait a few weeks. And that's if we are lucky.
Well, I can't wait to kick yours again in return.
It'll hurt, but I'll understand.
In my rush to change the subject, I quickly entered the passcode on the digital keypad and let him inside. Get ready to be amazed. This is where we keep all the royal jewelry. Isn't it beautiful? Vincent was stunned. Then Aurora burst in. Bella, why is he here? Mom and Dad would freak out. He needs to leave now. After leaving the room, Aurora went to her bedroom. Vincent looked at me, clearly hurt.
Maybe I should leave. Reach out when you want to talk.
He
or
probably
actually,
stole a
maybe
crown
don't.
or necklace.
Bella, you ignore
Just
me
watch.
and act superior. The only reason people respect you is your royal status, and that's just luck, not an achievement.
Damn! My guy didn't hold back. I mean, he isn't wrong. She is just popular and sought after because of her lineage, which she couldn't control. Unless you are Princess Diana or Queen Elizabeth, you aren't going to prove this guy wrong. Or even worse, your name can be Harry Windsor.
Who the hell is Harry Windsor?
Someone who wants you to know about him. But you know me? I'm not giving him what he wants.
What else did we expect,
With that, he left, and I was shocked that he just said that. Later that night, I was jolted awake by loud yelling outside the royal jewelry room. The family tiara.
And there it
passed
is.
down for
What did I
5
say?
generations. Is
God,
gone.
I'm
froze.
God.
Vincent,
Let's go.
But he was with
Are
me
you
the whole
serious?
time.
Are
Then
you
a bodyguard
serious?
approached us.
We found someone on the security footage you need to see.
We rushed to the security room. My heart sank as I watched the video. There was Vincent, hiding the tiara in his jacket while my back was turned to him, looking at Aurora.
Not only are you seeing the guy we've said no to multiple times, but you also showed him the jewelry room. What's wrong with you?
We've been patient with you because the doctor said you needed time to adjust. But this
Now that's just unnecessary.
is unacceptable.
And how did he even get in? Your Highness, our check showed the cameras were off and only started recording when Bella began her tour with Vincent. Really? Bella, did you think you could outsmart us? What on earth?
I don't know. Please stop yelling at me. Then everything went black and I fainted. When I woke up, Aurora was by my side, telling me I'd been out for 12 hours. The police were now looking for Vincent. Just then, Mom stormed in. Your father is furious. He can't even look at you. But I'm here to tell you that you're no longer the future queen. We've decided Aurora will take that role. You think I care? Well, guess what? I don't.
Remember that OnlyFans thing I said earlier? Steal it from your pompous dad and you'll be the naughty Princess Diana. You won't be known for your philanthropy or charity work. You'll be known for satisfying other needs, to say the least. Screw the royalty, someone else would put you on their throne.
If I had a coin for every time you said OnlyFans, I would be out of debt. But seriously, I'm not that stupid. You can't change that with words. It's a tradition that only God can change.
Well then.
Shut up!
But Mom, I don't want to be a princess either. I can't stand it. It's not up for discussion. And she left us there. Throughout the week, I felt more and more anxious. The guards were always around, keeping an eye on me, and Vincent was nowhere to be seen. One day, as I sat in the garden, Dylan came over. He acted like he was just doing his job, but then he quietly said to me,
Your parents aren't really bad. They're strict and can be a pain, yes, but they never wanted you to marry any prince. Aurora made that up. You should look into it.
How do you know all this?
Us servants hear everything. We catch all the gossip.
Later
Wait, what? Where did this come from? Kokichi?
I don't have all of the answers. I got bored at some point, so I decided to play some Splatoon, and I snoozed off after my win streak ended. Even God gets tired, too. I didn't make sleep for no reason.
I can't with you!
that night, I went to talk to Aurora in her room, planning to lie to get her to reveal something. Why do you think Vincent stole the tiara? I think he was upset you preferred hanging out with the gardener over him. He knew stealing the tiara would land you into trouble. Boys are dumb, and when their ego is hurt, they can act dumber. Did you hear they caught him? No, they didn't. Actually, they did. They caught him trying to leave the country. He spilled everything. Aurora, it's time to stop. Of course, that was a lie. Vincent hadn't been caught, and Aurora's explanation for why he stole the tiara actually made sense. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you feeling okay? Did you take your medicine? I know I wasn't perfect before my accident, but I wasn't a troublemaker either. You didn't need to scheme. If you really wanted the crown, you should have just told me. I would have stepped aside. Sure, as if Bella, the darling princess, would give up anything. Poor Aurora, always in Bella's shadow. That's what they say. I was happy when you got amnesia.
Oh man, someone is power hungry. Napoleon, Boris Johnson, and
Hatter! The Mad Hatter would be speechless. Anyway, continue!
Please cool your jets, Rocket Man.
It was my chance. What chance are you talking about? For a moment, Aurora looked lost, like she'd been caught off guard. Chance? What chance? I don't know what you mean. It doesn't matter. I recorded everything you just said. As I tried to leave, Aurora attacked me. We ended up fighting until the guards separated us. I showed my parents the recording. They were shocked and immediately called off the announcement about the crown. They were really mad at Aurora. You've gone too far. How can you hate your sister so much? Not just her. You and Dad, too. They decided to
I think at this point you should throw that kid on the fire station's doorstep. Who said there was an age limit for that? Genuine question.
You know what? I don't think there is. If not, there is something called adoption centers and orphanages.
Did someone say orphanage?
And her
Oh,
to my
shit, when did
royal
she get
uncle
back?
On the other side of the
I
world,
had a feeling
hoping
someone
it might
broke
teach her a
in,
lesson.
so I had to be sly.
wasn't so sure.
Anyway,
I'm just glad the
since
truth
you
came
broke
out.
in,
Thanks
I
to
can
you
legally do
and
this.
all the gossip,
Wait, what?
I guess. I'm
Bye,
glad I
Onara
didn't lose.
suckers.
Let's see, you lost your memory, your boyfriend, and your sister, and the crown.
I don't mind.
That rain
Still have
shall set.
you. Dylan took
Now,
my hand, and I
if he
kissed him.
you tirat.